we're loading. Man, this game was made by Capcom. And Hexadrive, whoever they are. And these people. Oh, and there's motion controls that I'm not going to be using. Isn't that great? Yes, motion controls. Also, you probably know what this game is now. Maybe. Just by seeing that. Oh, a cutscene that I'm going to skip, because we're going to see this again. We're playing Okami, or I'm playing Okami, rather. The HD version. Isn't that great? We're going to start a new game.
Okami.
Okami! Incredible. I'm going to be loading again. Oh, man. Story is by Hideki Kamiya. So, see, like I told you, we're going to be seeing this cutscene again. Wow. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. Oh, foreboding. That looks scary. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. Oh, it's just scary. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. 8-headed serpent, huh? When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat so brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. Also, yes, that's how these names are pronounced. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed that the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. This is Japanese language, so they pronounce all the vowels the same. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. Warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. It's a fast doggo. For long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into... Oh man, there it is. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in the place of his beloved. Or in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night, but Orochi's hide was like steel, the blade left nary a scratch. Man, that's unfortunate. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. Man, this guy really knows how to tell a story. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Doggo's come to save the day. Baring its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. As you can very clearly tell. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. Oh man, that's some divine wind right there. As Orochi's closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Can't believe they would do this to my doggo. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. The majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. A moon. The light above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. It's a nice moon right there. Guided by his sword, Nagi had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his arms like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Damn, he's wrecking house. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. Kamiki village. Oh boy. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Your doggo tired. Understandable. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Oh, that's nice. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi, and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. So much exposition. The sword, a man. Is this a legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? Ellipses. No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Oh no, it wasn't just a fairy tale. What have you done, you fool? Can't believe you'd do something like this. How could you? Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. no. Oh, he's very angry. You should probably run a little faster, my guy. Oh no, don't do that. No, not all the leaves. Not the trees. He's destroying everything. How could he? I can't believe that, Orochi. You'll never get away with this. Now we're loading. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. With a wolf. Oh no, a rock! Oh, hello there. Wood sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power is diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Oh boy. Hello. It me, Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. Thanks. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is. Amaterasu, yes, Amaterasu is a lady. How delightful to see that the Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. Yeah, it's great. I'm tired. Go back to bed now. Ellipses. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. Yeah, Nippon. This isn't Japan, this is Nippon. Which is... yeah, it's... I think this is what Japan was called before it was called Japan. I think. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Also, don't look at my kimono. I know it looked kind of weird. Eh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh, she's laughing now. Oh. Phew. What on earth? Well, that was interesting. A bug. You again. Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Gross. Are you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. Wandering artist Isun, oh boy. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Ow. Wow, that's a great painting. sketch, something like that. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? Hey, get off my snout, bro. What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Yummy. Gross. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slaughter. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my bright sword Dekomaru against you. Or Denkomaru. Oh. Well, whatever's out there is very pissed. Get off my snout. Well, what's that growling sound? Why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great god Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. Trees return to normal, huh? That Sakia girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. Girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored in red text. It's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Oh boy, I can move around now. Isn't this great? I'm gonna go this way. Ow! What in the world? There's something blocking the road leading back to the village. Am I still dreaming? Oh, I guess I'll go this way then. I guess I'll go into the shining, glowing, whatever. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use right stick to look around. L to change your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Thank you. So yes. This game looks great. I'll just say that right now. Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on the surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your game progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. I think... Is this inverted? Yes, this is inverted. I don't like that. Man, this is weird. There we go. Anyways, Origin Mirror. Ignore those safe houses. I've never played this game before. And I was gonna cross the bridge now. Look at all those pots waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press the Y. Press Y to bust them with your head. Like this. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. And we get money. We use yen. This isn't our only source of yen, though. There's other ways to get it, but... We have 220 yen now. Oh, I think I can jump up that. Whoa, hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press B to jump, then press B again to do a wall jump. Make sure you press it firmly so you can jump really high. Like this. Amazing. I knew you could do it. I say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. You don't want to miss any treasure. Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get everything. Because we will actually be graded based on how much yen we collect. Just a heads up. Make sure you grab a lot of it. Especially since you'll need every bit of yen you can get your hands on, because there's some pretty expensive stuff in this game. Oh, holy bone! Matarashi's favorite snack restores 3 units of solar energy. Yes, in here we have, yeah, our divine retribution equipment. Vector from Sakya banishes evil with divine power. Great. Oh, this bridge is broken. Looks like the bridge is out. Correct you soon. This shouldn't be so hard, Matarasu, was it? It's kind of long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Oh, man. And now there's a bridge! Nice, huh? It's the technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of the many brush techniques that use divine power. Very interesting. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Excuse me. Originally all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Funny you say that. I'm gonna go this way. River of the Heavens? River of the Heavens? I mean the fabled Stardust River? I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Yeah, river more like puddle. That much is true. Itty bitty tiny puddle. Can't go much further, so I guess we will go this way. Up here! More cutscene. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Are stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? No, I think it's just you. There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to fill... I guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Do it! Show me how it's done. Man, you suck. Bah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R to hold the brush, then Y to draw. Sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. I'll show you how it's done. Bam. Look at that. Now we see this dude. Incredible. This is Yomigami! Ah, wife, it is Mother Matarasu. Apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of the men that now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. Time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the tried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Thanks, man. Delicious. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. You said restoration? Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now. Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you're as good with the brush as yours truly. Nah, couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? I don't know. I have zero clue. Yes, Rebecca, the river heavens. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a started river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Stop being such a doubter, bro. Watch me work, baby. I'm just gonna draw this in. Also, the thing in the top right is how much ink you have with this particular ink pot. And we get 3 ink pots to use. That's a nice river. Whoa! A river of stardust. This really must be the river of heavens. What I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? Oh, it was me. Anyways, we can mash B to swim faster. So we can scribble on the rest of this as well. There we go. Also, rejuvenation is kind of a meh celestial technique. Mainly because we only use it a grand total of 10 times, and that was the first time we used it. Yeah. It's kind of not super great. Anyways, a chest here. What's this? An astral pouch. It looks suspiciously like a stomach. Look what she found, Furball. This astral pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. So I think now pots will have more than just yen inside them. At least I think so anyways. Oh, there we go. I consumed an apple. Nectar-filled sour apple. So that filled our pouch 1 unit. 1 astral pouch is 200 units. Also peach, juicy and fragrant peach, yummy. And an orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste. Delightful. Now let's go this way. Yummy, yummy. There's a lot of food in this game too. Well, this place looks interesting. And this looks pretty nice. Also, yes, we're now running, and now we're running super fast. It should be noted that you can only run at this speed if you have ink. If you don't have any ink, you can't run at your maximum speed. Can't jump off that. Can't wall jump off that. So make sure you got your ink. Make sure you're full of ink. And run this way, and we're actually going to turn over here and jump across the river because there's a chest over here, and what's inside? A stray bead! Find all the scattered beads and get a special reward. There are 99 of these things. Actually, well, I guess there's technically 100 of them, but you won't get the 100th one until the end of the game. Spoiler alert. Yes, there's 99 stray beads. We need to collect across the whole game. And we found one of them. Great. More pots over here. Yummy. Oh, dumplings. Doughy balls made from grain. Delicious. Very tasteful. Yummy, yummy. In my second stomach that I have for some reason. I guess I'm a cow now. And we're gonna go up the steps now. Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen when I walk past this. Oh no, I'm trapped inside now. Is this the legendary shrine? It must be in the cave of Nagi. Legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First the River of Heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furball? This place sure is a wreck. Gee, the store's in really bad shape. And God sure didn't do much to protect this place. Well, that's not very nice. You soon. Gee, I wonder what they want me to do here. Draw on the sword. That's the second time we've had to use restoration. That really was your brushwork all this time. Thank you for finally realizing. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you, anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. We're not going to find constellations this quickly, by the way. This one looks like, a rat. That's actually a mouse. Oh, boy. It's a mouse! With a big-ass sword! Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu, it's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to an ancient hero, dedicated to ancient heroes. I guess plural, even though there's only the one. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. You're not even gonna say that your name was Tachigami? Oh yeah, that's Tachigami. She is a mouse, I think. I think Tachigami's a lady. Hey, that was the god. That was the god Tachigami. Oh no, Tachigami doesn't have a gender. Never mind. Master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute. If you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi that I've explained like twice already. When Shiranui died, the wolf's powers split into 13 brush gods. This is crazy. It's Shiranui Nagi. It's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I'd never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. So yes, we're just gonna. Whoop. Wow! I didn't think you had it in your furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Ellipses. Hey, furball. Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Get off, please. It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Saki was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. And now I have an arrow directing us. Wonderful. So we can use power slash to cut these pots in half. And this rock. Ink bottle. Bottle full of ink fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. The game starts you off with 3, which is not a whole lot. I don't think there's anything else in this cave. So you're supposed to use power slash to get through this. Easy. It solves all of my problems. Also, you can cut these trees down, I think. Yeah. I think you're supposed to get something for that. I guess it's not all the time or something. Anyways. Oh no! What the? Where'd they come from? Now whatever. Drop first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have in your back? This dark frisbee? Well, press Y to use its power against them. Like this. Ow. Look, Okami, once you've caught them off guard and turned them all black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. Like this. But I want to do this, though. So when you defeat an enemy, time will sort of slow down, and then you can use your brush on them like this. Power slashing that guy, we get a demon fang. Fang Forge, demonic hatred, beautiful and deadly. Also, Spirit Globe S. Humanity's faith made solid, restores a little bit of solar energy. And of course I took damage, so... yes, you are graded after every single battle. The grades... Oh, there we go, I got peaches. The grades range from a wilted sap, or a wilted seedling, a normal seedling, a sapling, a green tree, and then a cherry blossom tree. With the cherry blossom tree being the best. And you're graded based off of the amount of time you took and how much damage you took. Time to go down the stairs. I believe there's one more fight. Oh no, more enemies! I took damage again. Oink. Oink. You do want to be collecting a lot of these demon fangs because you'll need a lot of them. Great. Also, you might have saw that red thing pop up in the lower left corner. That's Godhood. You get that for building up a combo. Very nice, I know. Godhood is essentially a free hit. You can stack up to 3 at a time. No more than 3, though, unfortunately. Yummy. There's something down there. So I should just keep going. Back the way we came. And now... Oh, looks important. Let's slice it. I said let's slice it. There we go. And now... Oh man, this place looks so nice now. The place looks so much more beautiful than before. Isn't that quaint? Wow, the village has been restored. Saki came through big time. She really was protecting the village. I sure wish I could have spent more time in a kimono. Gross. If you know what I mean. Stop. Stop giggling. Seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go and see how they're all doing down there. Yes. Sure thing, bud. I'm going this way. Hello there. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Oh, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Sure thing, bud. Also, these black trees, we can't do anything with these quite yet. But they will become very important. I'm trying to store around all the signs. Why? I want to read the signs. Also, this orange, we can power slash it. I guess nothing came out of it this time. Which is weird. I thought there was supposed to be something that's supposed to come out, but I guess not yet. Oh yeah, this like clover thing. Wow. Interesting. Hello there. There's a statue here too. It's like the villagers have turned into stone or something! Not again! That's not one of those smaller monsters lurking around. Or like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. I don't think we can do that. Hello. No good, this one's not moving. Everyone here was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on around here. The village is back, but what's up with this dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village too. Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Sure thing, dude. I'm being guided by the arrow once again. I must follow the arrow. I feel compelled. There's definitely something strange going on. Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Hello. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. Not a single villager can move a muscle. Is it some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not gonna stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Well, you see, Isun, the thing about Amaterasu is that she's the sun god, so... Yeah, I just have this. What the? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. Actually, they made the sun goddess. So it'd follow that you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day. Well, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like the music from the heavens. That's a line out of one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist. Was like a musician shaping color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Ami, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now. Who are you? Is that an orange? I'm playing hacky sack with an orange. Village elder, Mr. Orange. A white wolf? Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nage. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. I look different in your eyes. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Thanks, dude. Rude. Whoa, no need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? I don't want to mince words. I just state the facts. Oh no. That was like dangerous. Green imps! Oh no! What's the sudden chill down my spine? I come from all. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Denkomaru. Bam! Reattachment. Alright, now we're fighting 3 green imps instead of 2. Also, there is a rhythm to how you're attacking your enemies, by the way. So don't just mash your buttons. Come here. Wonderful. To pick up all the items now. Thank you. Yay, I did it. This restores the lake over here, or the pond rather. And we get 20 balls of something. Huh, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in the gods these days, and that may weaken you, but if you try real hard, your true power just might shine through. But boy, there sure has been a lot of monsters around lately. And that Mr. Orange you tossed around up on the sacred deck looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. It seems the gods have grown so weak, people can't see them anymore. Oh, anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun, Fireball. Yes, there's these spirit globes in here. Also, try not to swim for too long because you'll drown, and then you'll take 1 whole point of solar energy. Also, we can power slash open chests, it should be known. We got seeds for this. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist. Why, you little devil, look at the sweet grub you found. Hey, wait, this is animal food. Still, we could save it to give it to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it right away. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this matter, but who cares, it's a video game. Well, what the heck, let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot there's something I wanted to tell you, really. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the plus to open the fan menu. While the fan menu's open, you can check and use the items you have. Yeah, I kind of already showed this. There's other things you can do there too. The fan menus are key to a successful adventure. Like this, see, look. There's equipment, there's tools. We can also see our main, our sub, our holy artifacts, our solar energy, our yen, and our demon fangs. This is praise menu. Where we can spend our praise. It's kind of like an experience system, but we don't really. Obviously, you don't get praise from defeating enemies specifically. This is our brush techniques that we have. Shows you how to draw them as well. We only have 3 though. This is our logbook travel guide, which has things like this that we can look at. Bestiary with the Grey Nymph, very interesting. And stray bead, I said there's 99 of them. There's a lot of stray beads, and they're strewn out throughout the whole entire game. I'll be collecting these for a while.